Imagine this: night, a calm ocean, not a single wave. Your ship drifts slowly and the crew finally relaxes. Then someone starts singing right next to the hull. The crew thinks it's a person in the water. Then, in the moonlight, a silhouette appears, shouting, confusion, and the feeling the ship no longer obeys the helm. That's why these stories survived for centuries. Let's go. 5 legends of mermaid sailors called sea hunters. Story 1. The Raid of the Sea Hunters. The warship cut through calm water, lanterns burning, steel ready. The crew thought the sea was empty. Then the singing started, close, too close, like it was right under the planks. Men rushed to the rails. Lantern light hit the water, and something stared back. A shape burst up, fast as a spear, then another, not gentle, not human. They landed on deck, tridents raised. The crew fired, muskets flashing in the dark. Smoke filled the air, steel rang, tridents slammed into wood, leaving deep gouges. A trident flew past a sailor's face and pinned itself into the mast. The message was clear. This was a raid. The captain tried to turn away, hard to port, but the ship barely moved, as if the sea held it in place. More climbed up, silent, relentless, coming from rails, ropes, even the rigging like they owned the ship. One of them shrieked a command, and the ocean answered, water surging against the hull. The crew fought like soldiers, blades, pistols, hooks, but every step forward was met by 3 points of steel. Then the ship tilted, sharp and sudden. Men slid toward the rails as the deck turned into ice. Lanterns went out one by one. The mast cracked. The sea swallowed the noise, swallowing the ship right after. At sunrise, there was no battlefield, only water. That's why sailors didn't call them myths. They called them sea hunters. Story 2. Pirates. The pirate ship moved slowly through calm water, weapons ready, men confident after years of raids. They expected merchants. They expected fear. They expected easy prey. Instead, the sea broke first. Figures exploded from the water, mermaids and mermen, fast, strong, armed. They didn't climb. They stormed the deck. Gunfire ripped the night apart. Shots hit wood, rope, steel. Steel met steel. Blades clashed across the deck. Tridents flew through smoke, pinning weapons, tearing through the ship itself. They fought as a pack, coordinated, fast, ruthless. The helm was smashed. The ship lost all control. From below, more hands pulled the hull, dragging the ship into the sea. Wood cracked, lanterns fell, the deck disappeared. The pirates didn't retreat, they were erased. By morning, only water remained. No ship, no crew. Story 3, marked on the map. Old sea charts marked certain waters with symbols sailors never explained. No names, no stories, just warnings to avoid these routes at all costs. One expedition ignored the marks and sailed straight through. At first, nothing happened. That was the trap. Below the hull, shapes moved together, organized, deliberate. They didn't rush. They surrounded the ship and cut it off from escape. Then the attack began, fast, controlled, precise. They came from every side, turning the deck into a closed arena. The crew fought back, but every move was answered immediately. They didn't need to break the ship, they only needed to weaken it. The sea itself became part of the attack. Control was lost in minutes. They watched silently, as if confirming another mark on the map. That place was never erased. It was simply marked again. Story 4: Crossfire at Sea. The merchant warship sailed armed and loaded, guarding its cargo through hostile waters. Out of the darkness, pirates moved in fast, guns ready, no warnings. The first cannon fired before any signal could be given. The merchant ship answered immediately, turning the night into fire and smoke. Cannons thundered as both ships tore into each other at close range. The battle shook the sea itself, and something below noticed. Mermaids and mermen gathered beneath both hulls, moving with purpose. They struck from below, gripping the ships before anyone saw them. They surfaced on both decks at once, turning two battles into one massacre. Cannons fell silent as crews were torn away from their guns. The decks cracked as seawater forced its way inside. Both ships tilted at once, dragged down by hands stronger than ropes. Pirates and merchants vanished together, swallowed by the same sea. The sea didn't choose sides, it removed them both. Story 5: The Convoy That Never Reached Shore. 8 ships crossed open water in broad daylight, trade vessels in the center, warships on the edges. This route was considered safe. No ambushes, no legends. Then the water changed color, not under one ship, under all of them. Mermaids and mermen moved in formation, armed, organized, waiting. The attack started everywhere at once. No signal, no warning, no escape route. Cannons fired, but the targets were already on deck. Every gun was neutralized, one by one. Below the surface, the ships were already captured. The formation collapsed in minutes. Then something massive surfaced among them. One warship was taken whole. The rest followed without resistance. By midday, nothing that floated was left. But the survivors weren't spared. They were taken alive. On purpose. No wrecks, no witnesses. When they left, the sea looked untouched. 8 ships vanished in daylight. No battle was recorded. No enemy was named. That's why this route was erased, not marked, from every map